Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's topic is agrobacterium mediated gene transfer. Okay, so this we will cover this topic by separate videos, about 3 to 4 videos, and today we will discuss the overall view of agrobacterium and its gene transfer. Okay, so we will discuss its chemical formulas, how gene transfer, and its all molecular basis of concept. But in the first video, we will discuss the overall view. Okay, so what is this agrobacterium mediated gene transfer? Okay, so you all know the agrobacterium is a bacteria which is used as a vector in the genetic engineering in case of plants. Okay, in the case of plants, we use as a vector this agrobacterium. And what is gene transfer? You all know the gene transfer. In my previous videos, I have already said what is gene transfer and rDNA technology. So, what is this agrobacterium mediated gene transfer? Okay, here the agrobacterium in the genetic engineering, we call this agrobacterium is a natural genetic engineer. Okay, we use different types of vector in the genetic engineering, but this agrobacterium is called as natural genetic engineer. That means it will transfer its own gene to the plants by itself. There is no formation of any types of techniques. Without any types of techniques, this agrobacterium usually by itself can transfer its gene to the plants. Okay, so this agrobacterium mediated gene transfer is gene transfer by the agrobacterium in a natural process. Okay, so what is this agrobacterium? Before to talk about this gene transfer, we also know some basic idea about this agrobacterium. So this agrobacterium is a gram-negative bacteria. Agrobacterium is a gram-negative bacteria. Okay, and it's commonly found in the soil in abundant amount. It is found in the soil, mostly found in soil, and this is a natural pathogen of plants. Okay, it's a natural pathogen, and about 140 types of species found in the genus of this agrobacterium. About 140 species. 140 species can be found under the genus of this agrobacterium, and it is a rod-shaped bacteria mostly found in the soil. So it's called soil bacteria. So this agrobacterium, among these 140 species, the most commonly known species, there are two most commonly known species we have studied. Common species is your Agrobacterium tumefaciens and your Agrobacterium rhizogens. Okay, two common species is Agrobacterium tumefaciens and Agrobacterium rhizogens. Both the species are commonly mostly studied species. Okay, but here today we will discuss only about Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This Agrobacterium tumefaciens is a natural pathogen in the tobacco plants. Okay, it caused crown gall disease in the tobacco plant. Okay, crown gall disease in the tobacco plant, and this Agrobacterium rhizogen caused hairy root disease. Hairy root disease. Okay, so we will talk only about Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Give one example, and we'll discuss about the rhizogens. Okay, so what is this crown gall disease? Okay, this crown gall disease means in the you have ever noticed that in the plants, there's some tumor like outgrowth you can find in the plants, like tobacco plants. In the plants, here on the base of the stem, some outgrowths, some outgrowths, tumor like outgrowths you can be find. This is called crown gall disease. Okay, like trauma or tumor like is this disease, it's called crown gall disease on the base of the stem or anywhere. And below the soil, here in the root, in the soil, I said that this Agrobacterium tumefaciens also mostly found in the soil. Okay, inside the soil near the roots, these tumefacin bacteria are present. Okay, and due to this, the presence of this tumefaciens bacteria, Agrobacterium, this crown gall disease occur in the tobacco plants. Okay, so this Agrobacterium tumefaciens is a natural pathogen in the tobacco plants, and it causes the crown gall disease in the tobacco plants. So the next thing is why it is called the natural genetic engineer. Okay, we call this Agrobacterium natural genetic engineer. Okay, and this is the main thing why we study this Agrobacterium mediated gene transfer, because it is called a natural genetic engineer. So in the genetic engineer we use a vector, okay, to transfer any gene. But here in case of this tobacco plants, this Agrobacterium itself transfer its genes to the plants through the soil, inside the soil, because they found near the roots and they can transfer their genes to the plants. Okay, and how this gene will be transferred, we will discuss. So in this Agrobacterium, why it is called the natural genetic engineer? Okay, in the tobacco plants, here the plants, any types of plants, you can attack any species. In the soil, the Agrobacterium is present. Here the Agrobacterium are present. Agrobacterium species. Any Agrobacterium species. And if when there is any wound or cut found in the stem of the tree plant. Okay, here in the plant there is a wound found. Occur a wound in the plant. Here the plant, and this is the wound occurred in the stem of the plant. So what will happen? From the wound site, the phenolic materials, phenolic substance like materials can release. Okay, from this wound site, phenolic molecules releases. Phenolic molecules, materials released to outside. Okay, when there is any cut or wound in the plant. So after that, this Agrobacterium have the sensing power to the phenolic molecules. It can be sensed to the phenolic molecules. So when there is any wound in the plant and phenolic molecules released from the plant, then the Agrobacterium get accumulate towards the wound site. Okay, here the wound site, and here the Agrobacterium species and phenolic molecules releases. Then by the sensing power of the Agrobacterium, the bacteria goes towards these phenolic molecules. Okay, they goes towards the phenolic molecules and get accumulates in the site of the wound. Here they get accumulate. Here they get accumulate. Okay, this is the site of wound. bacteria and this is the site of wound. So if we get a zoom picture of this, it will seems like here the plant cell. Right, here the plant cell. Like this plant cell, and near it a bacteria cell. Okay, here the agrobacterium cell. So you can get a zoom picture. So this is the plant cell from the wound and this is the bacterial cell. Okay, inside the plant cell we will found the nucleus, the DNA. Here represent the nucleus. Okay, this is the genetic genome of the plant cell. In the agrobacterium cell, there are two types of DNA. One is your normal DNA. Here is the normal DNA, genetic matter, and another is the extra chromosomal DNA. Okay, extra chromosomal DNA. In the case of the extra chromosomal DNA, we called it the plasmid. We called it plasmid. But in case of agrobacterium, this extra chromosomal DNA is called Ti plasmid. Okay. Ti plasmid. Ti refers stands for tumor inducing. Okay, because it causes a tumor in the plant, so that's why it is called Ti plasmid, tumor inducing plasmid, and this plasmid is responsible for the tumor. Okay, so there are two types of DNA, and in the Ti plasmid there is some specific part. This is called tDNA. tDNA, which is mostly responsible for the tumor formation. Okay, from the Ti plasmid, this tDNA causes the tumor. Okay, there are two types of DNA, but in the plant there one type of genetic material. So when they came in contact, okay, there is some cell signals found from the agrobacterium, found some cell signals from the plant cell. Okay, that's why there's make a path between both the cell. Okay, a path between agrobacterium and between the plant cell open. Okay, and through this path, this tDNA from the Ti plasmid got down and enter to the plant cell. Okay, this tDNA got from the Ti plasmid and slowly enter to the plant cell through the cytosol. Okay, through the transport channel, they come to the cytosol. Then it enter near to the nucleus. Then they are touched with the nucleolus and the genetic material of the plant cell. Okay, here we see here the plant cell and the bacterial cell, and there is a path between them. This is the Ti plasmid and this is the tDNA. Okay, tDNA, and here the genetic material of plant cell is the plant cell, and this is the bacterial cell, and this is the genetic material of plant. Then the tDNA enters to the plant cell through the transport channel and through the cytosol, and then finally get attached with the genetic material of the plant cell. Okay, when they get attached with this genetic material of plant cell, you know, the plant cell have its capacity to transcribe its genetic material. Then the tDNA, when the tDNA attached with this genetic material, then the tDNA will be obviously can be transcribed by the plant cell. So what happened then? tDNA also transcribed here. That is a specific character of this tDNA is, if we saw this tDNA have the sites of formation of plant hormones. You means there is a part which formed to the auxin, then cytokinin, and then opines. These are the hormones which are act as growth hormone in the plants, and opine gives the nutrients to the plants. You know, all the auxin and cytokinin are the growth hormone in the plant. So when this tDNA enter to the plant cell and get attached with this genetic material of plant, and then it transcribed. So you know, the plant cell have genetic material with the auxin and giverelin cytokinin cells also, and here the tDNA have the capacity to formation of auxin and cytokinin. So there is a lot of amount of auxin and cytokinin cells are produced. Okay, there is a adequate abundant amount of cytokinin and auxin are produced because of here both the DNA are transcribed. So the formation of auxin and giberellin develop one by another, it will develop in the cell. So what happened in the plant? So here the plant, and here the formation of auxin and giberellin develops. So, and these are the growth hormones. That's why when the growth hormones will be developed, then the outgrowth or the tumor will produce. Okay, though it's growth hormone, then it will produce the tumors. That means it enlarges the tumor cells and produce the tumor cells. Okay, so gradually the tumor produces in the wound site. Okay, here we found the tumors. The tumor produces, and this tumor is called crown gall disease. Okay, this is also called crown gall. So you saw this total picture. You know, this agrobacterium, there is no use of techniques here. Okay, agrobacterium naturally by itself it will transfer its genes to the plant and then develop a tumor. Okay, so this is the overview of agrobacterium mediated gene transfer. In the next video we will discuss how this tDNA got and how it entered to the plant cell and what happened and how this transcription occurs, and all the next videos we will cover this agrobacterium mediated gene transfer. So for more updates, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.